doily? I don't know what you would call this.
Table frock?
A table frock.
It's a table frock.
Oh, it's a frock for a table. It's so fancy.
Tabletop frock.
Ooh.
My family calls it my superpower. It's my ability to see value in things that other people might overlook. Sometimes I go picking with my boyfriend, sometimes it's my best friend Sue, and sometimes it's my kids. But at the end of the day, it's all about having fun and hopefully just maybe making a profit.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Here we go. Okay, well, out in front of us here, we have lots of stuff that we got at the flea market yesterday. Well, no, we do have everything.
Mostly.
This is everything. There's a bunch of boxes over here to Andrew's right.
8 of them.
8 boxes that are set to be unboxed for this video.
The table's covered.
The table is covered. I think what we're gonna do here is we're actually probably gonna split this into 2 videos. So we're gonna get through as much as we possibly can today. It's probably gonna be a very long video, but we're gonna go through some treasures. And then we'll just push it into tomorrow because there's just so much to go through.
And it's like, and trust me, it's even more grueling for me because you guys only had to wait a day to see this. By the time we're filming this, we are like 2 weeks after I bought this stuff. Yeah, this is 2
weeks after this stuff has been sitting and we have not peeked. Well, I haven't. I maybe peeked a little today because I started listing a few things. But that was just 1 box and there's 8 more. So, this is gonna be fun. Let's go through the stuff that we bought together first, so that we can just cover that. There wasn't very much of it, so that'll only take a second, and then we'll get into the other stuff. So, by the time I got to the flea market yesterday, in yesterday's video, it was 10 a.m. It was probably the latest I've ever gotten to the flea market. And so we kind of just cruised around. There wasn't a whole lot left for me to get because Andrew had already bought 8 boxes. So over at Bill's, I got this. It's kind of hard to see in the video, but it is just a black ceramic shell planter. So for this, I would expect probably to get $15 to $20. That's usually what I get for my planters unless there's something special about them. Usually
that one's pretty cool though.
It is pretty cool. It's kind of, I don't know, it's nautical.
Yeah.
Sometimes the figural dog and cat ones will go for a little bit more. It just depends on the piece, but I'd expect 15 to 20 on that. I also got this purse at Bill's. Now I literally just ended the listing. So for those of you who are bidding on it, I apologize. Just ended it, and as soon as I did, I got a message that's like, hey, what happened to that?
One of the most important things for a listing is accuracy.
Yeah.
And we've had a couple listings get by where they haven't been the most accurate, so we will make a decision whether to, if it's early enough on, we're just going to end the listing, make the corrections, and get it back up. If it's been going a while, I think then at that point we just message the bidders and let them know and let them make a decision.
The issue here was this.
Yeah, it goes. Yeah, the sides are split on it.
The seams are completely split on this side, which was not disclosed in the listing. So we made a decision to end the listing because when you have a purse, it's kind of important not to have giant gaping holes in the sides. So we were unfortunately forced to end that, but it is a really pretty purse. If it did not have the seams split, I would have absolutely kept it listed, but
yeah.
And I don't even know if it can be repaired. That's the problem. I don't know if it can be stitched. It actually looks like somebody did
try to stitch it
up at one point. It's very old. It's probably Art Deco. Maybe I would say like 1920s, maybe even a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
It's old.
It's pretty darn cool.
I
like those purses. I think they're pretty neat looking.
So, maybe I will relist it and just disclose the damage completely and let somebody make a decision if they want to put the work into it, But we try to stay accurate with our listings, and we've got Sam doing our listings now, and we're just trying to coach her and train her, and sometimes she's learning, and sometimes you know, she overlooks things like, you know, that. But I've done it too, so.
I've done it myself.
We've all done it.
Yep.
So I might relist it and just disclose it because I would hate to just have it disappear, you know. It is a nice piece. So anyway, that was the purse. If it wasn't split on the sides, I'd probably expect like $20 for that. Because of its age, and it's just a nice little flapper purse.
Yeah.
So, what else did we get? I don't think I got anything at Eric's because I'm like looking at it like, well, what did I get at Eric's? I don't think I got anything that day.
There was nothing for
there was nothing because you already had so many boxes.
At Eric's. I cleaned him out.
It's insane.
Properly.
Properly. Are we in England?
I don't know.
I also grabbed this piece from one of the gentlemen that we've been frequenting recently. We bought all our salt and pepper shakers from him. I found this over at his. It's just a little turtle. I guess it's probably an ashtray. But
or
it could also be a dish. Yeah, a soap dish.
Or a sponge dish.
Yeah, it could be multi-purpose.
Yes.
And it is made by Dryder, Dryder, and it's marked 1976. So for this, I would expect about 15 to 20 for that.
Yeah.
I like the glazing. I thought it was a neat design. And you're right, it could be a really cool soap dish. And it actually has the little bumps here so that the soap wouldn't slip. So that makes way more sense than an ashtray, which would be smooth so that the ashes could be wiped out.
Yep.
So good call, Andrew.
I mean, you could even use it for a spoon trivet.
You could. Yes, absolutely. You're so smart.
Some days.
Mm-hmm.
Not every day.
Some days.
Just the days I go shopping.
So then we got this feed bag. We've been doing pretty good with feed bags. I like them because people can repurpose them and use them and make pillows out of them.
Yeah.
And that's like a thing, like making pillows out of old feed bags is a thing. I like it. I think it's fantastic. So we picked up this old feed bag. It's got some nice graphics on it.
The majority of the older ones are just one color, but when you start getting a little bit later, you'll find the multicolored stuff, which is really neat.
So for the feed bags, we've been getting like, I want to say 12. 12 is kind of the average for the feed bags. So I would say probably 8 to 12 is a good estimate on those. And then lastly, I bought this little doily. I don't know what you would call this.
Table frock?
A table frock.
It's a table frock.
Oh, it's a frock for a table. It's so fancy.
Tabletop frock.
Ooh. Oh my god.
Oh my, what a nice tabletop frock you have.
I can't even. Can we do a serious haul, please?
They don't want us to do a serious haul. They want us to have fun.
Stop.
And be one with the moment.
Actually, now that I'm looking at this, I don't know if this was completed. Because look, it still has lines on it.
It does.
Yeah, I don't think this was ever, like, completed.
It's not a full frock.
Let me show you what I'm talking about. It's not a full frock.
It's only a half frock.
You can see that as I point with my middle finger. I give up. You can see there's like black lines where they were supposed to stitch. So this was probably a kit of some sort. And they didn't finish it, but I didn't notice that. I still like it a lot.
Yeah.
It doesn't really bother me.
Yeah,
And
I
don't know how much, with textiles, it's so tough because it just depends on if somebody likes them.
Yeah. I mean, and that would work good on like a little round side table or
It would.
something. I think it's a cool piece.
I like it.
I think a lot of work went into it, and it deserved to be pulled out of the box.
It sure did.
So.
And lastly, I think this is lastly. I mean, like I said.
I did snag this from the one.
Oh, that's right.
My little advertising piece from Farmers National Bank.
Washington crossing the Delaware.
Yeah, because Washington crossing the Delaware just screams epic adventure. Come on.
I do like that piece.
Christmas.
I'm surprised. Are you going to sell that or are you going to afford it?
Christmas morning, frozen river, and you're going to like just go destroy a bunch of enemies. It's like just epic badass.
That is badass. Don't get us demonetized. Don't say that word. So I've grabbed these little, these are copper luster. They're typically made in England, though I'm not seeing any markings on them.
They do look English.
They do look English. They usually are.
Yeah, this
They're
style.
ceramic, right? I'm not crazy. I'm
Oh yeah,
pretty sure,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
those
Yeah,
days.
this is that English style stuff.
These sell from 8 to 12.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we get 15 for them. Although the ones we were getting for 15 for actually had a design on them, so I don't know. These ones are just floral and kind of plain looking. So
Yeah.
I'd say 8 to 12 on those. And I can't remember what we paid for it, so that's, you know, the drag of going to the flea market. But I can promise you that we did not pay very much. That's the beauty of going to the flea markets. We don't pay very much for this stuff. So
Yeah. You're able to source items at a lower cost most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
Not all the time.
yeah, we usually avoid the places where they're asking lots of money for stuff.
Yeah.
We like the booths where we know we can get deals.
Yeah, I mean, and sometimes too, when you walk into a booth, if you see a bunch of stuff that you like, don't ask for individual prices. Bundle. Put it all in a pile and go, I've got this amazing pile.
It was so funny.
So don't pay attention to the person going $10, $5, $8. No, pay attention to the total cost at the end and figure out an average on what each item is costing you and figure out if that cost average is worth it.
You're such a cost averager.
It works.
But it was so funny because today Bill's wife was like, you were making a pile. She's like, oh, he loves his piles. I'm like, yes, he does. You're all about your piles. You have your little piles over here. It's so funny.
Mm-hmm.
You and your piles.
Mm-hmm.
It works.
Plenty of piles. My office is full of piles.
Oh, that's right. You better get on that. Anyway, the last item that I grabbed was a quilt. Actually, I grabbed a giant wooden box that we have by the door now for the kids to throw their shoes in, on top of that old vintage suitcase that I pulled out of the bins. It's pretty epic. But I also grabbed the quilts. And as we know with quilts, it's hard to say how much they sell for. We just kind of throw them up and let them go. But I think we paid $5 for that.
Yeah.
It's a $5 quilt. So I know I can at least make $10 on it. And we'll see where it goes.
Yeah, I snagged a quilt.
Or we're going straight into the mystery unboxing.
I don't know if we're going straight, but I'm just going to say, because
Oh,
we're
okay.
talking about quilts, I actually picked this one up. It's got this actually really
I love
crazy
that. And I didn't
edge all the
actually,
way
I did
around.
not peek at this.
No.
All I
Well,
saw was the edge and the fabric, and I thought, that's fantastic.
But what's really, really cool,
And then he just now undid it before the video.
covered with airplanes.
Airplanes!
Vintage style looking airplanes, though. It's not,
And it's hand stitched.
yeah, that is an old style airplane, like 1920s, 30s style airplane.
Airplane quilt.
Yeah.
I love the edge though.
Yeah. They put a lot of work into this.
This is an epic quilt, I'm not gonna lie. He's like, I bought my first quilt. We're gonna see how it does.
Hey, I do pretty
And I'm
good
like,
with it.
airplanes? I think it's gonna do all right.
I do pretty good
I
with
know,
the Afghans.
yeah.
I'm starting to pick this
I
stuff
know,
out.
I know.
Yeah, no,
I approve of the airplane quilt.
we're getting there. We're getting there. Textiles, yeah, you guys aren't going to get this, but I do pick these up.
You do all the time.
The old mint bags.
Yeah.
I like them. I use them.
Yes, they're personal use.
As a matter of fact, this is 2 weeks. 2 weeks later, I bought a big box. You probably won't see it in a haul because I'll have it gone through and disposed of already. But a pretty big box full of wheat pennies off a bill this week. So
Love sweet pennies.
they're money makers.
There.
This was actually thrown in at the end. It was just in my box randomly, and I'm like, "Hey, Eric," and he's
Where
like,
did this come from?
He's like, "Yeah, just throw it in your pile." But this is actually kind of cool. It's
That is
chalkware,
neat.
and it's dated
Yeah,
1973, made in England.
Oh my gosh, it's so heavy though.
It is. It's really heavy,
Chalkware usually is.
but it's kind of epic,
Made in England by Marcus Designs.
and it's signed too.
And it says, this is one of our range of classical medieval reliefs and ornaments, and is an exact reproduction of a hand-painted model, or a hand-sculptured model.
July 24th, 1973, Kent, Canterbury.
Ooh.
So I mean, come on, everybody needs a knight that's jousting and shoving a jousting stick into the other knight's throat.
Yeah,
everybody
and
needs
one's got
that.
a line on top of his head.
Yes.
I'm rooting for that guy.
Yeah.
Oh wait, that guy's winning anyway.
Yeah,
so.
that's what I mean. Like, it's amazing. Let's find a home for that.
Yeah, be careful.
All right.
Check where it's fragile.
I did snag a huge pile of books. I'm not going to go through each individual title. There was a pretty good portion of history books. Mm-hmm. The kind that I use to go find sites.
Yes. Sites for metal detecting.
Those actually came from Bill's. I got
Okay.
those at Bill's. These books came from Eric.
I've always wanted to learn about switchblades.
Switchblades, another encyclopedia on occupied
give me
Japan.
this one.
Second series. We've got the first one. Antique radios, Disney collectibles, marbles,
Oh, marbles. I know somebody who needs that book.
Black Americana, battery toys, Fiesta, not to be confused with siesta,
I'm so glad you made that clarification.
and Christmas. I'm gonna tell you, I was flipping through this book. Some of the Christmas ornaments and Christmas decorations are insane. Absolutely gorgeous, ridiculous looking, amazing things for Christmas.
I love old ornaments.
And when we finally get to the next one, you might see some.
Ooh. Ooh, what does that mean?
I don't know. We'll just have to wait till we get to that video.
Ooh. Are you foreshadowing?
I'm foreshadowing. All right, let's see what else do we got
for your
here.
Japan book.
Ooh. We did score some more acro agate stuff.
I don't know where all of this comes from. It's
I don't
It's
know.
magic. Every week it's like, oh look, here's some more.
And it's funny because I was talking to Eric today, and he's like, it's weird. He's like, I haven't seen a piece of acro agate in probably 5 years. Now all of a sudden it's just everywhere. I don't know.
And we end up with it.
Yeah, I mean, but some of the pieces are actually like really beautiful stuff.
This little one's from a child's tea set.
Yeah. Big planner. What was even cooler with the acro agate was there is a set of complete Chinese acro agate checkers in the original box.
The original box.
And all of the marbles are there.
We're not going to open it because the marbles are going to go everywhere. But
Right.
it's got all these rows of marbles, and you can check it out on eBay. We've got pictures of it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to open it because
an amazing set. I love that.
This is so much fun. I could just sit here and go through this book, but I realized that we're in the middle of something, so I'm going to stop now.
All right, give me my book back. All right, so we got through these. Now, I did get over to Bill's. These are Bill items.
This was the box I was going through, so I already know.
Yeah, so that's why these are out on the table, because these items are actually listed currently while we're talking.
Yes, I decided to get a jump start on this stuff.
Not marked, but I thought it was kind of cool.
Yes,
Little
cow creamers are always fun.
And this one's got
That
its
one's
own
my
little
favorite.
dingle bell.
It's got its own bell.
It's got a dingle bell.
dingle bell.
Not to be confused with dingleberry.
And look at the inside. They actually put the detail to put a
little dingler
in there. We call
dangler.
them.
A dingler, dangler.
It actually has a little drawn-in dingler in there. This guy's so cute. He does have a little. I did notice he had a little itty bitty chip.
Of course he does.
Of course he does, but it's so minor that it's not the end of the world.
There was actually 2 of them, but I
love
couldn't get my
him.
hand down fast enough to grab the other one before the other lady grabbed it.
Ow.
So, but that's okay. We've got plenty of stuff. There's
Yes,
plenty to
we
go
always have
around,
plenty of stuff.
and
Oh, I
I'm
didn't
happy
notice
with what we
there's a bow
got.
on its butt.
Of course. That's Bessie's
I'm like,
butt bow.
I'm like, what is that black thing on its butt?
it's Bessie's
Oh,
butt bow.
that's a bow.
Butt bow. Maybe we could pry it off.
No, let's keep going.
I got this cool. This is really cool. It's silver plated, but it's really deco looking. This letter opener. I thought that was pretty cool. The handle's got some really amazing detail to it.
It does. I like that.
Let's see. We got a
Little terrier.
terrier figurine.
That's actually really cute. And normally when I come across these, and I do come across these a lot, they're
It's
usually this big. Oh yeah, it's marked made in Japan in cursive, which I don't typically see.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, usually made in Japan is in print. It is in cursive, made in Japan. And like I said, normally when I come across these little terriers with bows, they're just itty bitty things. So it was really great to find a really big one. I don't think I've ever seen a big one before. That's why I was looking through that book. I was hoping to find, although he's not occupied Japan, he's just regular, isn't he?
Yeah. I snagged this for Joss because she likes foxes and it's totally mid-century.
I like it.
And
It doesn't have a hanger on the back.
probably use it for like a little trinket dish or something, I guess. I don't know, whatever.
I think that's
you
what
use
it's
it
for.
But yeah, little fox inside the center of the plate.
A trinket dish.
I grabbed this bottle. It's a Dr. W.A. Hawk Crystal Pharmacy, Tower City, Pennsylvania. Sometimes, and I'll buy these little pharmacy bottles from small towns on a whim, because generally the small town bottles can be a lot better than the big city bottles. Not always the case. There are a lot of, say, Philadelphia, New York, Chicago bottles that are very expensive. But the later you get, the more common they are, the less expensive they get. It's the real early stuff. But small town bottles have a chance of being something. This one's like a $5 to $10 bottle. I got it for $1. It's still cool. I like embossed bottles. I grabbed this one, I don't know.
Is that an elephant?
It looks like an elephant with boards across its mouth. Like,
I didn't even realize what that was.
I don't know what that's supposed to be. It looks like an alien elephant thing.
Is it a peanut jar?
Castle Products Company, Newark, New Jersey. So it's probably a food jar of some kind, food bottle.
Probably peanuts.
It could have been. I don't know.
'Cause
Honestly,
it's
I would
elephant.
have to research that part. But it's just a cool little figural bottle.
It's creepy.
It is creepy. It's a cool Halloween piece.
It is. It could also be a gas mask.
It could be an elephant with a gas mask. Yeah.
Elephant with a gas
Let's see. We got some more planters.
Yes.
Now this is the one we were discussing.
Yes, that is early photograph,
Good piece.
unmarked.
Very
yes.
good piece.
I love that the color is like this persimmon orange.
Yeah.
Like the last one we got was called pumpkin orange. It was that matte. This one I would consider persimmon, and the inside is this olive glaze.
Yeah.
It's a really fun contrast. It's very fall.
Yeah, you can see that.
Yeah, I was excited. And I didn't realize what it was at first, but on the bottom it's marked 150. It does not say photograph on it, but there are other exact identical examples online that are marked photograph. So I'm not sure why this one is not.
Now, were
Marked.
those a rubber stamp mark, or were they actually like incised?
They were incised.
Interesting.
Yes. But they had the same numbers on them.
Maybe they were having a lazy day.
Maybe it was a lazy day.
A lazy day at the
Maybe you're
Fallsgraph
right.
factory.
You might be right.
Meanwhile, at the Royal Hager facility, they were making this beautiful little piece.
And using stickers.
And using stickers so we know that it's Hager.
Yes.
I scored that at Bill's. That's a cool piece. And this one also has a sticker. This is Merrick Artware. And I grabbed it because the sticker on this is like totally like deco.
Oh, it's so deco. I love it.
And to have a piece like that that's got the original sticker on it, it's, I don't know, it was a gut feeling thing.
I really like it.
Because it was mixed in with a bunch of like student art pottery project type things.
Yep.
But it stood out, and when I saw the sticker, I went, yeah, I gotta have that. I gotta get that. That one's cool.
Yeah, that's a really nice piece.
This one's not marked, but I liked the swirl.
Yeah, and
on
I
the
couldn't figure out
collar.
who makes that. I was kind of disappointed that I couldn't figure it out.
I like the swirl in the color, that's why
Yeah,
I
I
got
like the
that
color
one.
too. It's like a seafoam.
Yeah. Let's see, we got through that. I did pick up some trading cards. This was more of like a nostalgia thing for me. Elvis.
gonna yawn. Excuse me, it's late. Oh.
Kiss. Oh, you're too young. You wouldn't know who Kiss was.
He's that guy with that really long tongue.
Yeah.
That was weird.
E.T.
I'm gonna edit that out.
Charlie's Angels. I can do that again for Charlie's Angels.
No, please stop.
Okay. Superman and Dukes of Hazzard. So these were just more or less a nostalgia thing.
Those were from Bill's too.
Yeah, those were from Bill's. Let's see. Well, I think that's kind of sort of it from Bill's, I believe. But we've got a ton of other stuff here to go through, so...
That's not from...
That's from Eric's.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's from Eric's. All that's from Eric's.
Right.
So yeah, we just got to keep trucking along here. I might need to make another pot of coffee.
24 minutes. I told you we're only filming the first half tonight. I want to go to bed. Bed.
I did snag a bunch of vintage, complete
Railroad stuff.
Plasticville sets for the houses and buildings, and these are the nice early ones. There's a Cape Cod house.
Yes.
There you go. It's that Cape Cod house you've always wanted.
I know.
I got it, and you can build it and have it forever.
Oh my gosh.
You can even move it when you move.
That's so exciting.
But yeah, so we got a ton of Plasticville. It's great for the Lionel sets for the trains, especially the vintage stuff in the original boxes. I like that. I like seeing that.
You're so silly. The trains.
Yeah, I had to get this one because I'm not gonna lie. This is the same exact broken coupler, missing top rail that I used to play with at my grandparents' house.
Yeah,
only thing that it has,
the same one?
only thing that it has that mine didn't, it's got all four corners on this one. Mine had a broken corner. So I know it's not the same one, but this was something
That's cute.
that brought back a lot of cool memories of my grandparents. Okay, now I got to give you something good. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
You ready?
Yeah.
McCoy.
Ooh, that's fancy.
Isn't that pretty?
I like those lines.
It's marked.
It is marked. It's got a very pretty mark too.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, that's a pretty stunning piece.
Yeah, you did good.
All right, let's see what else we got here.
Oh, it's got a chip.
Oh, it does not.
It could be a manufacturer's. And it looks like some of the glaze is missing. It could be manufacturer.
It does look like it could be.
I think it is actually.
Is that?
I don't know. It's worth disclosing.
Yes.
It's not terrible, so it could very well be manufacturer.
It's just a little adorable little demi-toss with a little sailboat and
If I was
lighthouse.
wanted one of those to drink my coffee
I
out
love
of.
it. It's actually marked though. Di Raffaelli. It must be
French?
Baston et
Italian?
Aprilis. Yeah. Yeah, that's Italian. It's really cute though.
Mm-hmm. Don't drop it.
I can balance it.
The best part is the plate looks like water.
Yeah. I got these little guys. I kind of thought they were cool.
What are they?
Little custard cups, I
Oven
guess.
serve.
Well, here's
Ta-da.
ta-da.
Very cool.
We have an ice bucket
What is that?
that goes with the Dorothy Thorpe roly-polies.
Love it.
So there's 8 of them and the bucket. I'm not pulling all of them out though. And we've got, this is cute, with cherries.
Yeah, it's interesting because it's like warped. Did you notice that?
Yeah, it is.
It's weird.
It is.
I like it though.
It's like so crude.
Yeah. Interesting.
This is a nice piece of
Oh my gosh, that's beautiful.
blue. It's Libertas Prussia.
Mmm. That's a really pretty piece.
Yeah, I like that one.
I love the blue and white porcelain.
Alright, so here's
Alright, wait, I gotta stop our video and restart. Otherwise it's gonna kick off.
Okie doke.
Okay, before I end this video, I just wanted to add a quick note that most of you know that my dad is a pastor and his congregation is currently moving into a new church building. It is a 1700s church that they will be renting from our local arts council. Now, the local arts council is running an auction to raise funds for a lot of the arts programs that they have and for upkeep on this church because it is a really old church and it needs to have a little TLC. So I've agreed to donate 2 vases to auction and the funds of which will go towards their programs and their fundraising. So I'm going to be auctioning off these art glass vases. They are custard vases. They glow on UV. I'm going to be auctioning them off on my eBay site over the next 5 days. Today is October 10th, 2019. It will end on October 15th, 2019. But you can go check that out over on my eBay. There's a link down below. Simultaneously, they are running their own auction on a website, which I've also linked down below. They have lots of really nice artwork, watercolors. They have some other odds and ends, some antiques, I do believe. But that auction is ending on October 19th, 2019. So you can go check that out. Again, the link is down below. But the proceeds from all of these auctions are going to their programs and their mission. So go check that out. Links are down in the description, and I'll see you guys later. My family calls it my superpower. It's my ability to see value in things that other people might overlook.